Spondylolysis is a commonly fractured area of the lumbar spine. It often leads to chronic low back pain, and we're going to talk about the latest research on this next back and body video. Hi, Dr. Dave Perna here, chiropractor with Back and Body, your collaborative care approach of chiropractic, physical therapy, acupuncture, and medical care, offering our services to the people of Midtown Manhattan on the east side on 58th and Lexington, as well as in New Jersey on US Route 22 East in Springfield, offering our services to the people of Union County. Today's study comes from Clinical Surgery, June 2017, and it talks about the chronic effects of a pars fracture, or what's also called a spondylolysis, or pars defect. Now, pars defects can occur due to acute trauma, cumulative minor traumas, or a degenerative process, or a congenital defect in the pars. Many factors can contribute to a spondylolysis, so typically there's not one particular thing. I can say in our clinical setting, we often hear from people who've played some sports in the past. Typically it's either rugby, football, or gymnastics, that we often see people who've had it occur to them when they were younger and have to now deal with the chronic effects of it over time. To understand further what the pars is in the lumbar spine, we're going to take these two little bones here. One is on top of the other. Stomach is this way, back is this way. We're now going to take one bone off the other and point it top down. This is an old model we used to use as a stress ball, which works very well. So the pars is this area right here in the bone. It helps hold the facet in place as it's stacked on top of the vertebrae below it. So when you move around, the facets glide up and down from each other. Now, if the facet becomes unstable due to a pars defect, and we're going to show you what that'll look like right now. We're going to take our little model, and we're just going to create a pars defect. Okay. So this is what a pars defect is. It's a break in the pars, or what's also called a spondylolysis. Now, the study talks about what kind of effects it can have. They looked at 107 x-rays of people who had a history of a pars defect or spondylolysis. They found that those x-rays compared to people without a spondylolysis, the people with a spondylolysis had more severe degenerative changes in the facets. The study suggests they had a greater risk of developing degenerative joint changes, particularly in the facet joints, as a result of the spondylolysis. Well, why is that? Instability. So if we look at a lumbar spine, if we're flexing and extending and there is separation between the bone above and the bone below, that's going to create a lot of stress and instability on the facet joints as they try to guide the lumbar spine. So let's look at that a little bit closer. And as we move up and down, if this were to open up and create instability, or we rotate, it would open up and create some instability, and the facet joints back here would move excessively as a result. So how do we approach this at Back and Body? First thing we do is, if it's an acute case, we have to reduce the amount of pain. If they're cleared by the orthopedic to begin therapy, then we approach it through pain management techniques of therapy. However, we also have to start stabilizing the area. To stabilize the area, we have to do core exercises. Now, it's not just about core exercises. Over time, if this is a chronic condition that the person had, a lot of times they'll develop tightness in the legs due to inactivity. If the leg muscles are tight, they're going to pull on the pelvis, which is therefore going to make the lumbar spine have to move more for things simple like bending forward or moving around. So it's core stability and flexibility in the legs. If you know someone with chronic low back pain, or you know that someone suffers from spondylolysis and has chronic low back pain, share this video with them. Let's see if we can help them out. If you want information for yourself and you live in a New York City area, please visit our webpage, backandbodyny.com. If you live in a New Jersey area and you would like to visit us, backandbodynj.com. If you like this video and would like to share it with someone, please do. If you like this healthcare update, just click like on our Facebook page where we share videos like this regularly. We'll see you soon.